According to the narrative, there's a judge who has been caught using the N-word. Let me go directly to the video and give you background. Here it is.
Mom goes, why are the lights
when I pull up in the whip, they be saying, God damn.
Like, why are your lights on? They're like, pull up.
And mom's yelling,
Henry, have a like a roach.
look, that's me.
No, that's
on the backside.
Look, he trips over the
He tripped twice. He tripped twice.
I was the only one running.
That's me. Kenny was standing. I'm the one that took him down. Kenny's just standing there.
He lied. That was his wallet.
Nothing brings joy to a bigoted family like collectively using the N-word together. I mean, they were really happy. They were bonding. Okay, a video has surfaced. This story is still developing, but we got a lot of details now. A video has surfaced capturing racist remarks dropped casually in a Lafayette City Court judge's home as her family gathered to watch home security footage of a foiled car burglary in their driveway. Let's put up a picture of the judge. Her name is Michelle Odenet. All right, that's Judge Michelle, right? In the clip, which Lafayette City Court Judge Michelle Odenet confirmed to be in her home, witnesses jokingly toss around racial slurs, saying the N-word, while narrating home security footage of their efforts to stop a man from breaking into a car on their driveway. Now, let me make myself very clear. This story, for me, is not about the criminal activity. The criminal activity is wrong, and they had a right to defend their property. They had a right to defend their home and their car. I have no issue with that whatsoever. But reviewing the video, going back through that video, and calling the suspect the N-word is newsworthy here because she is a sitting judge. She's a sitting judge. If you think that way about black people, if you think they are the N-word, and you compare them to cockroaches, I question your discernment. Now, this would have been some average white bigoted family. I don't give a damn, I don't care. They have no power in the system that I'm trying to make fair. But this family does. This judge has power, has executive authority inside of the judicial system. It makes it my business now. So let me get that out the way. It continues, in a phone interview, the judge confirmed the armed burglary at her home very early Saturday morning, saying the incident was horrific and shook her to the core. Well, they seem to be okay now. I mean, they were laughing about it and enjoying themselves. No faces are evident in the cell phone video, and it is unclear who is using the racist language. It's unknown who recorded the video. All right, come back to me. It was her. It was her. Now, I'm going to show you why I have concluded it was her. It gets deeper. There are multiple references to mom throughout the video and her role during the burglary in the process. They're literally describing what the judge is doing. The judge is the mom in the narrative. And mom's yelling, N-word, N-word, says one male voice. To which another female voice responds, we have an N-word. It's an N-word, like a roach. I got more. Lost his wallet, says one voice. That's my phone where it fell out, says another. Going to get the gun can be heard. The dude had a phone on him, chimes in a female voice. I should have taken his phone from him, that effing blank, all right? In the question sent by text message, more evidence that is her, by the way. In the question sent by text message, the current that's the publication, also asked Odinette whether she thought she could sit fairly in judgment of black defendants, here it is, who appear before her court, and whether she was planning to apologize for use of this offensive and derogatory epithet. Her statement says, and I quote, here it is, "My children and I were the victim of an armed burglar at our home. The police were called and the assailant was arrested. The incident shook me to my core and my mental state was fragile. I was a wreck and I am still unable to sleep. I remember, looked like they were having a good damn time watching that video. All of a sudden she's emotionally distraught, unable to sleep. I was given a sedative at the time of the video. I have zero recollection of the video and the disturbing language during it. Anyone who knows me and my husband knows this is contrary to the way we live our lives." I mean, was everybody on the same sedative? Did the sedative make your whole damn family racist in that moment? What kind of sedative are you taking? Maybe there needs to be a recall of this sedative. "I am deeply sorry and ask for your forgiveness and understanding as my family and I deal with the emotional aftermath of this armed burglary." That's fine, I get that, but we're gonna deal with the aftermath of your racism on Indisputable, okay? Doc, you're an actual trained psychiatrist. Did she take a sedative that made her racist, her and her entire family? Does this type of drug exist?
Unless it's truth serum, no. I've prescribed a lot of sedatives in my day, and I'll say that sedatives don't really make you anything except tired for the most part. That's why they're called sedatives. They don't make you racist. They don't make you go, rob a bank or drive the wrong way down the street or anything. Otherwise, they wouldn't be on the market, right? And so part of the issue here is she's kind of hiding behind this notion of kind of saying, I'm the victim here. I'm not the aggressor. And in part, it's true. Her home was, there was a template burglary at her home. And who knows in those moments what kind of language comes out? I think at people's most intense moments, they can be very revealing moments. People yell all kinds of curse words or say all kinds of horrible things. So giving her the benefit of the doubt, maybe she felt vulnerable and this horrible stuff came out, but it also did reveal something. This wasn't the sedative, this was something deep about her. No, I totally agree with you that why this is important is because she's not just a judge, she's judge of a small claims court in Lafayette. And that's the kind of court that people have every day, things come up, traffic violations and small misdemeanors, all these kind of things. It's largely people of color who appear in front of her court. And so the issue is, if this reveals something about her, how does that bleed into her professional responsibility, which I agree with you is particularly important in this kind of case, not just because she's a judge, but because of the kind of judge she is.
That's right, that's well said. Courtrooms like hers, they're considered the people's court. You don't have significant litigation by lawyers. You have a lot of indigent individuals who are trying to get through the system without representation. And you're right, you have a large minority population that will engage small claims court, and she will oversee those cases. So at the end of the story here, the question has to be posed: are you able to judge fairly and be non-biased in your application of your discernment as a judge? At this point, many are calling for her resignation. She has made absolutely no mention of resigning. She simply came back with that tired ass excuse.